Today we're going to be talking about the distributive property. This is another one of those properties like the commutative property and the associative property that is very important and you need to memorize. So what exactly is the distributive property? The distributive property is you're supposed to multiply each term inside the parentheses by the number outside the parentheses. So I'll show you an example. If we have 5 outside the parentheses, and then we have 3 plus 2. The way you're supposed to do it, you are going to multiply each term inside the parentheses, which is 3 and 2. You're going to multiply it by the number outside the parentheses, which is 5. So, distributive property, I like to draw the arrows. So we are going to do 5 times 3. So 5 times 3. Bring the plus sign down, plus, then you do 5 times 2, and then we just solve the order of operations. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 5 times 2, 10. 15 plus 10 is equal to 25. Now I know you can use this, you could just use order of operations and solve inside of the parentheses first, but later on we're going to be using some variables, and so this is where the distributive property should come into play. Algebraically, it looks like this. So A multiply B plus C is equal to A times B plus A times C. So we have two examples. I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to let you try the second one. So if we have 5 and open parentheses of 12 plus 4, and we're using the distributive property, I want to see your work. So the very first thing, we're going to do 5 times 12. Then we bring the sign straight down. Then we do 5 times 4. So now we multiply. 5 times 12 is 60, plus 5 times 4 is 20, and 60 plus 20 is 80. So now what I want you to do is to pause the video, try this one off to the right, and unpause the video when you're ready to see what I've done. Alright, so we have 4 times, and then in the parentheses we have 9 minus 2. So the first thing, multiply 4 times 9. Bring down the parentheses. Multiply 4 times 2. Now we just solve. 4 times 9 is 36, minus 4 times 2 is 8. So now we have 36 minus 8, which is equal to 28. 28 is our final answer. Now I want you to try this one as well. It may look a little bit different just because it's off to the right, but remember you're going to do the exact same steps. So pause this video and try this one, and unpause the video when you're ready to see what I've done. Alright, so we need to multiply 8 times 5. Bring down the sign, plus, what is 8 times 6? So 8 times 5 is equal to 40. 8 times 6 is equal to 48. And then 40 plus 48 is equal to 88. So 88 is our final answer. So now we're going to be dealing with some algebraic expressions. We're going to be using the same exact method that we've been using, but we're going to be adding in variables. So let's look at the first one. On the outside of the parentheses, we have 4, and we're multiplying that times x. So we need to do 4 times x. Bring the sign down. Then we have 4 times 5. So what is 4 times x? That's basically just 4x. Bring the sign down. Then we have 4 times 5. That's equal to 20. So we can't combine these because 4x, this one has a variable, and this one doesn't. So our final answer is 4x plus 20. So now I want you to pause the video and try the one off to the right. Unpause the video when you're ready to see what I've done. Alright, so if we have 3 outside the parentheses and we have m minus 4 inside the parentheses. So remember, multiply 3 times m. Bring the sign down. And then multiply 3 times 4. So 3m is basically, or 3 times m can be written as 3m. Bring the subtraction sign down. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. And this is our final answer, 3m minus 12, since these cannot be combined. Now I have this last one here for you to try with the number on the opposite side. So pause the video, try this one, and then unpause the video to see what I've done. So if we do 12 times x, bring the sign down, plus, then we do 12 times 4. Now if we multiply 12 times x, we get 12x plus 12 times 4 is 48, and this is our final answer, 12x plus 48.